Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boy, CryptoKeeper, here with Debate Crypto on a lovely Wednesday afternoon. I always say lovely, but I'm still stuck in Ohio. So not so lovely outside. It's actually freaking cold. It goes from 70 degrees and sunny to 30 degrees and blistering cold within about 8 hours. So that's what I got going on. Hopefully everybody's doing well, no matter what part of the country you're in. We are glad that you are here. We're going to have a little bit of fun today. Your boy Crusader got called into something last second, so you're stuck with me. It's just going to be Keeper today. Hopefully everybody's doing well in the chat. Make sure that you take a second, smash the likes, follow us on all of our socials. We've been having a little bit of pushback as it relates to some social media stuff recently. So hey, support the channel, do everything you can for us. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate everybody for being here. All right, let's jump into the chat before we get into it. Red Robles, already told Red Robles, what up, what up, what up? Good to see you. We got Puddles in the house. Anna, really excited to see you as well. I'm glad everybody is here. Let's have some fun. Let's get into it. All right, let's check out the markets, see where we're at with that. I actually did not change. Let me see. Let me take a peek here. I think I know which way the markets are, but let me double check. I was just moving things around. And drum roll, please. Wah, wah. They're down, like I thought. All right, so I was correct on my background. So the global crypto market cap is at 1.01. Man, we are creeping on that 1 trillion with a T dollar mark. Ooh, it's not going to take much more to push us down lower than that 1 trillion. We don't want to see that get into the hundreds of billions. Let's stay above that 1 trillion. We're down 0.89%. Bitcoin, 22,003. It's down about 0.56%. I know some of the Fed information has been having the markets jump around a little bit. ETH at 1552, pretty flat. Says it's up 0.05%, but that just means we got a little bit of movement going on right now. BNB, USDC. Hey, listen, the only thing up right now, XRP fam. Put them up. We don't have to have any pushback from Crusader today. We can just be part of the XRP family and not have any of that fugazi going on in the room today. Polygon Matic down about 5.2%. And then, yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. Go all the way down to number 13. My favorite, Keeper's favorite, Shiba Inu. That's right. I now love crap coins. Okay, yeah, bad joke. Everybody knows that is a lie. That's what the markets look like. Let me take a peek. Let me do a little check here. All right, so of course, something to do with Shiba. Bone Shiba Swap is the biggest mover of 24 hours. That's up 24.67%. So whoever the schmuck is that made this project, congratulations. You're making money off of other people as you sell into their misery. So congrats on that. Sorry, had to go there. Just the meme coins, you guys know how I roll. The meme coins always are never fun. Brad, welcome. Unforgettable name. DJ up in the house. DJ was dropping some fire last night in the Twitter space. If you guys aren't doing the Twitter spaces with us, we're doing those Tuesdays and Thursdays. We get into a lot of political stuff. We're having fun over there. Big news for everybody in the debate crypto. I just said the debate crypto. Well, that too, but the Danger Close Alpha family. We made some announcements last night. We got some new opportunities for everyone, and the minting process has changed a little bit. If you want to find out more about that, jump into the Discord. That's dangerclosealpha.com, and then you can get to the Discord from there. You can find everything you need from the website. Tommy Gunn in the house, and yeah, welcome. Let's get into it. Okay, so what do we got today? Well, that's a good question. That's what I'm here for, right? We have got information that the U.S. law enforcement is selling Bitcoin. Ooh, okay, we'll talk about that a little bit later on the stream. The CFTC says that ETH and stablecoins are commodities. We love hearing that. We'll get into that. JPMorgan, hey, the banks trying to cut ties with some of these institutions. They're cutting ties with Gemini. And then are the tax laws changing for crypto? It's going to be a great stream today. Hopefully everybody is here to have fun, enjoy yourselves. Let's get it. All right, again, smash the likes. If you guys are looking to support the stream, you can buy me a coffee. I can put up the little QR code right here. I drink too much coffee as it is. So, you guys want to do it, cool. Appreciate you. But I'm going to continue to drink my coffee. I actually got my coffee right here. Let me take a little sip. We got that Danger Close Alpha merch too, if you're looking for that. That's over on, yep, you guessed it, dangerclosealpha.com. You can find the merch over there. All right, enough farting around. Let's dive into let's start off with some tax reform. So, U.S. lawmakers to reintroduce crypto tax reform bill, says this report. Okay, taxes are always something that we talk about. We've got our boy Anthony Price over at Price's CPA doing a great job over there. Taxes are one of these things that if you saw my TikTok from the other day, well, they suck. No one likes taxes. A lot of people will tell you that taxation without representation is just flat out theft. I don't disagree. But unfortunately, it's part of the game as of right now. So let's get into it. Let's see what they're talking about here. So lawmakers plan to reintroduce, it's called the Keep Innovation in America Act. It's a bill that's going to reform the way that crypto is treated for tax purposes, according to Punchbowl News. The bill will narrow, and this is important, the bill will narrow the definition of a crypto broker, okay? A crypto broker. So for tax purposes, quote, any person who, for consideration, stands ready in the ordinary course of a trade or business to affect sales of digital assets at the direction of their customers. Okay, let's get into that a little bit. So effectively, they're saying any person who stands ready in the ordinary course of a trade or business to affect sales of digital assets. So they're effectively saying, can Keeper, for example, affect the sales of digital assets? Well, there's a pretty good argument to be made that no, right? I am not going to directly benefit unless I'm shilling something to you that I'm actively selling in the background, and I'm not actually selling any of these projects, these tokens to you, okay? So a broker is going to be someone that is going to say, hey, come over to me. I will hook you up. I will set you up, and I will stand to profit from selling you, whether it's a percentage that they're making, whether it's a flat fee, whatever. And the verbiage that was in there before, I don't have it exactly in front of me, but effectively it was saying anybody involved in crypto has to do all of the full KYC rules. If you send me crypto, well, then I effectively am your broker. No. So this is important that they get this ironed out. Nobody needs to be, everybody on planet Earth that's in crypto, if they're all considered brokers, now all of a sudden we have a tax nightmare. So lawmakers believe that the current reporting requirements for companies dampen innovation in the crypto sector, and that, quote, this will hinder the development of digital assets and its underlying technology in the United States, shifting its development outside of the United States. We talk about that a lot. This bill was introduced back in March of 2021. We talk about this a lot. The innovation in the crypto space, I believe, does get stifled from some of these laws and bills that are either introduced or at least suggested to the people. Why? Well, there's places all over planet Earth where you have the freedom and ability to do what you please with your own money. I understand when I put my money, I understood in 2017 when I started putting money into crypto that A, I was doing something that was risky, and B, I also understood that I was making a financial decision for myself and for my family, right? Why should the government be able to step in and say, no, you can't do that, or you can do it, but you've got to follow and play by all of our rules? I don't believe there's any reason. This is part of the reason I consider myself a libertarian. I don't believe there's any reason on planet Earth why I can't make good or bad decisions with my own money. Smash that like if you want to make good decisions or bad decisions with your money. Smash that like. Good to see everybody. Let me jump into the chat real quick. We have got. Oh, yep, nope. Unforgettable names. Ben here. Just wanted to shout you out again, brother. Good to see you. Yeah. So at the end of the day, there's so many different things that get introduced in the crypto space, and it all slows down the process. Right? We want to continue to see the crypto sector expand. We want to see people grow. We want to see companies advance. We want to see new ideas and technologies just be introduced into the world that we live in. The reality is, if you don't recognize that we are basically all digital as it is right now anyway, then you're asleep at the wheel. You have to be, right? The fact that we do fractional reserve banking, right, which means they only have to hold a fraction. And actually, at this point, it's fictional reserve banking, as I like to call it. They don't have to hold any reserves on your money in the bank. So if you go to the bank, I have experience with this. I know people that have experience with this, and you ask for any large sum of money. I'll even say a large sum of money is 10K or more. Okay. That's not a large sum of, let me preface that. Yeah, 10 grand's a lot of money. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things, $10,000 is not a lot of money. And so I shouldn't have to order my own money when I go to the bank, but why do I? Well, because these banks aren't actually holding this in cash anyway. So if I go in there and say, hey, I need 25K, I need 50K, I need 100K, they theoretically, I believe, should be able, yes, one moment there, keeper, let me go back and grab that for you. And then boom, shell it out, because you are effectively holding my funds hostage. What if I need cash to pay for something, right? This is part of the reason that we talk about self-custody all the time. This is part of the reason why we want to be our own bank. There's responsibility with that. I have to hold my own keys. I have to be, understand what risks are involved and the privacy measures and layers that are involved in that. But at the end of the day, when I want to send crypto from one place to the next, I can do it, and I should be able to do it. I shouldn't have to. Oh, is the bank open? Okay, yeah, they're. Oh no, it's a holiday. Oh, it's going to be 2 weeks before they're able to order my money. No, freaking inappropriate. Don't like it. I think that the moment that people really recognize we don't need that third party intermediary, we're moving in the right direction. And the reality is we don't. Value, I've talked about this a lot. Value is what two or more people agree upon. Coffee, I love coffee. If everybody on planet Earth agreed that coffee had some sort of intrinsic value other than just caffeine to get me all hyped up before the stream, then people would trade, and have in the past, trade coffee beans, right? So if people believe, if people see the value in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, in Cardano, in XRP, then we could just send those assets back and forth and not have to rely on anyone else. So theoretically, if enough people get into the crypto space and believe, hey, listen, I don't need a centralized entity to tell me what I can and can't do with my own funds, boom. Now, on ramps and off ramps, different story depending on what you're trying to do. We do need to get our current monetary system into crypto. But again, theoretically, since everything's digital and they're not holding your cash anyway, you should be able to just go to your bank or sit down at your computer and just by a couple clicks of a button, just convert all of your banking, all of your money that you have in the bank over to Bitcoin, over to Ethereum. That's not really the case for most people. So just, be aware. They are trying to manipulate. They are trying to hold each and every one of us to the old standard. They're trying to hold us to do what ultimately a lot of us don't want to do, right? The new wave is here. Crypto is here. It's not going anywhere. We're going to play games. We're going to go up. We're going to go down. We're going to go sideways. We're going to get scared. We're going to get FOMO. We're going to do all of these things. But the reality is, if that value is there for me, and that value is there for enough other people, we can start just transacting that way. So just, be aware that is absolutely possible. So wanted to say hello to Puddles. Good to see you. Puddle said, I had to wait check this out. This is a great example. I had to wait 4 days for cash to pay a contractor last fall. That's insanity. And myself owning a construction company, the reason I knew that very thing right there is because I've done the same thing. I've had to wait for people, and I also have had to pay, and with a larger sum of money, they say, nope, you can't have that yet. You can't, right? So that's what it is. We're going to continue to root, and I'm rooting for you to be your own bank, because that is where it's at. All right, smash that like as we move on to the next topic. Make sure you're following us on all the socials. As always, we've got all the information down below the stream. Make sure you're involved. The Bitcoin 2023, it's in the middle of May. I think it's the week after our event in Ohio. So if you're not already in the Danger Close Alpha community, jump in that. We've got an event. Crusader and I are teaching a crypto class at a prepper convention, so to speak, in a huge event. Really excited about that. But the week after that is the Bitcoin 2023. If you want to get 10% off of tickets, the code is down below. We'd love to see you there. Listen, any of you in the chat, Make it to Bitcoin 2023. I'm telling you right now, just let us know and I will meet you for lunch. We'll meet you at least at the convention. We'll do something. We'd love to link up with you. Love meeting people, meet people around town sometimes. Hey, Keeper, it's fun to interact with people that are watching on the other side. You guys see me all the time. I want to see some of you. So just make sure to keep that in mind if you do want to go to a conference. Like I said, there's like a 10% off code. I think it's just check below. I think it's just all caps debate crypto or debate crypto 10. Check it out. It's down below the video. All right, cool. Let's move it on. Let's talk about stable coins and my girl Ether. Ether and stable coins are commodities. CFTC's Bingham argues at Senate hearing. So this is CFTC Chair Rostin. I said his name wrong. Rostin Benham. And he is making the argument, obviously, that I just said that that stable coins and ETH are commodities. They're not securities. Okay, let's look at this a little bit. So the CFTC chair, Rostin Benham, argued, like I just said, that Ether and stable coins should be treated as commodities rather than securities, which differs from the view of the Securities and Exchange Commission chair, Gary Gensler. Well, what a surprise, right? People have been hoping and praying for a long time that possibly the CFTC could regulate as opposed to the SEC. And what's the reason for that? Well, the reason for that is because people are tired of Dirty Gary Gensler getting anything and everything that he wants and pushing people around. I don't know. I struggle with it because part of me doesn't want part of me does not want anybody to have any decision in this, but the reality is that it's there, right? So a security, if for anyone watching that, a lot of times I used to hear words thrown around in these streams and in the crypto space, and I'm like, yeah, but what does that really mean? So a security is a fungible, negotiable financial instrument that holds some type of monetary value. Now, a commodity, let me actually look up the exact definition here for this one. I don't know this one right off the top of my head, like per word. A commodity definition is a useful or valuable thing. This says such as water or time, or it's a raw material or agriculture product that can be bought, sold, such as copper or coffee, right? Useful or valuable thing. Well, there is a lot of play that could go in there as far as the verbiage. Okay, what do we agree, disagree? Attorneys can pick this apart, could probably meet the definition for either one. But the reason and the main reason you're always going to hear people say, oh, if you get the choice, do you want the CFTC to regulate or the SEC? Well, the SEC has been nothing but a bulldog to the crypto space. So most people are going to root for the CFTC, at least at this point. So, Mr. Benham has repeatedly expressed his belief that Ether is a commodity and should be overseen by the CFTC, and he included stablecoins like Tether. Okay, this was in a complaint against FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried when he was talking about this. Right, the lack of consensus between the two agencies on whether cryptocurrencies should be classified as securities or commodities could set up a clash, and there are questions about how banking regulators will classify stablecoins. And I think this is really interesting. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand plans to reintroduce a draft of legislation in mid-April, and Benham says he's working directly with the SEC on opportunities for coordination, but has not received legal guidance on how to differentiate commodities from securities. And like I said, it is mincing words. They're going to figure out, can we consider it this way? Should we consider it this way? Bottom line, I'm going to tell you right now, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you what happens, right? The reality is they're going to go with what benefits them the most. The government, right? They're going to say, does the CFTC make decisions that are going to better help the broader government right now? Or is the SEC going to do that? Unfortunately, at least as of late, you know the answer to that. It's been the SEC. The SEC is raking in money. It's slowing down the crypto space, stifling that innovation we were talking about. It's happening left, right, and sideways, right in front of your face. So I am definitely rooting for the CFTC on this, and I do believe that we are working with commodities in this regard. So we'll see what happens. There are a number of cryptos. Let's just call it what it is, though, that definitely classify as securities as well. They pass everything as it relates to the Howey test. It might be an antiquated test that was from what 1940, I think. However, as of right now, that's what we had to deal with. So yeah, I can see it going either way. So, take a brief second. If you are in the live chat and you are on mobile, X out. This is how you do this, right? You just X out of the live chat. Boom, smash the like. Come right back. We'll be waiting for you. Don't worry. Unforgettable Name said, did Crusader sneak that poll in there? Crusader obviously knows that I did not put up a poll. So the answer has to be yes. Did he put up some stinking poll about XR? Somebody tell me in the chat, because I can only look at so many screens at once. This is not the this is not the Crusader show where he's all super technical. You know what I mean? This is Keeper show, and he knows he's messing with me in the background. So somebody tell me what that fool put in the chat. What kind of poll he put in the chat? Was he talking trash about me getting a haircut, or who's better, me or Crusader? All right, well, hey, listen, fam, I don't want you to lie to anybody. So just give the man what he's asking for. I don't care either way. We can go 50-50. That's my dude, but that's really funny that he did that. So Crusader, shout out to you, brother. Glad that you're doing well. And sorry that you're not here today. I should have just done a purely XRP stream just for you. And then I definitely would have won, at least with a lot of the community that we have in place right now. All right. So what's next? Now, stick around. Okay. We're going to be talking about a Bitcoin sell-off by the U.S. law enforcement. Yeah. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But first, let's talk about banking. Okay. JPMorgan cutting ties with crypto exchange Gemini. Coinbase said its banking relationship, however, with JPMorgan remains intact. Here are the Winklevi, as many would call them, Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss. They were purportedly, and they made a ton of money off of this at one point. If you didn't know, they were the brothers that said that they actually came up with the idea for Facebook. They won hundreds of millions of dollars, I believe, as I recall. So however that came into play, that's them. They took their money, they put it into crypto. They are co-owners of the exchange, which is Gemini. Okay, so what's going on with Gemini and JPMorgan, you ask? Well, let's check it out. JPMorgan is ending its banking relationship with Gemini. As I just said, again, the relationship with Coinbase remains intact. But, okay, so why is the question, right? Gemini is a regulated trust company. It has other banking relationships, including State Street. Why? Why is this happening, right? It's really simple. The crypto industry is facing greater and greater regulatory scrutiny and difficulty accessing banking services. Why? Because they're scared. Let's call a spade, right? I don't know what else to call it. They're scared of what the government is going to do. This is why we talk about companies slowing down and not continuing to grow and expand and advance, because they don't know which way the government's going to go. And unfortunately, the government that we are a part of, that we are, constituents, where we should be making decisions, we're not making decisions. We're being told what to do. They're pushing people around. They're making people put stuff into their body that they're not interested in. Y'all don't want Keeper getting all political on this, but the reality is that's what's going on. So there's probably something going on in the background where, Gemini, where JPMorgan, for whatever reason, thinks or knows that Gemini has some sort of, and again, this is just speculation, thinks or knows that Gemini has some sort of a, regulatory hurdle that they're going to have to cross. Maybe they're being encouraged by someone at a higher level in the government. There's all sorts of what ifs here, but the facts just remain. I don't believe that there is a money problem here. There is a governmental problem here. There is a what are they going to do type of problem. There is a regulation type problem. So it just is what it is. Magic said popularity contest in the poll. You guys are funny. Fast Money Tech just wanted to remind Crusader, if he is still in the chat, XRP is the only coin pumping, but it's also the best coin to short right now at the value area high. So Fast Money Tech saying, hey, you can make money either way on XRP. That's how freaking great it is. So I don't know. We've got a lot going on in the crypto space, and with the, like I said, the regulatory actions that are in play, with the interest rates that are candidly rising, continuing to rise. Somebody else said strap in, right? Hang on a second. Actually said hang on for a wild ride. Crypto liquidity is drying up. Hang on for a wild ride. So if you're not hanging on, you should be. That's a very factual statement in my estimation. Okay. But that's the crypto space as a whole, right? When we're talking about the banking relationship with an exchange, if a massive exchange that's worth billions of dollars, right, ends a banking relationship with JPMorgan Chase, who's, I don't even know what their market cap is, but it's a massive number and they are a huge player in all financial sectors, then there's something greater going on. Okay. We're seeing it happen every single day in the crypto space. I'm really looking forward to the point where we get some sort of just straightforward, clear-cut, direct answer. The problem is that's probably not a reality. We're probably not going to get a straightforward answer or, regulation that just says, hey, this is how things work in the crypto space. No, it's going to be benign. It's going to be, vague, so that they can continue to twist and turn and play with words and, continue to make money off of it. That's really what it comes out to. So I don't know. Again, looking forward to some changes. I hope that the changes end up being for the best of the crypto space, because that's what we're always rooting for. If you haven't already, smash that like. Be there tomorrow night for our next Twitter space, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. We get into politics. We do things quite a bit different than we do on here. And we are also giving the next batch of information going on with the upcoming, with the mint that's happening right now. I think we're around 40 minutes away from giving away a vest with a custom patch on it. Super excited about that. And yeah, as soon as we sell out the rest of these, we are going to be giving away 5 Ethereum to somebody. 5, not 0.5. Everybody jokes about that. Is it 0.5? Is it 0.05? No, 5. 5 Ethereum, right? The market is down right now, and 5 Ethereum is worth $7,500 if you want to compare it to the US dollar. That trash that is the US dollar. It's a lot of money, and we're looking forward to giving it away. So be a part of that. DangerCloseAlpha.com. As always, all of the streams are sponsored by Danger Close Alpha from the DCA fam. And if you did not hear the announcement last night, the mint, the process for minting has changed. You're going to be buying those on OpenSea. Okay. We're releasing them in 50 batches at a time. They're still 0.01. Okay. And the power-ups are going to be randomly distributed as part of some games that we're going to be doing in the Discord, as part of some giveaways that we're going to be doing with the community. So get in the Discord if you want to earn some cool stuff. If you want to win some money, you want to have some fun, you want to join a great community, you got to get in the Discord, bottom line. So jump in there. It's a free Discord, obviously, guys. Just not saying you got to pay to get in there or something like that, but make sure to get involved with that. All right, so the moment you've all been waiting for, this could get interesting, okay? U.S. government law enforcement wallet moves millions in Bitcoin. Will they sell? When I first read this, I'm going to tell you what I thought. I thought, well, I mean, I can't think of a more FUD type headline, right? At the end of the day, you see that the government, that law enforcement is selling Bitcoin. Oh no, why would they be doing that? Where did this come from? What's this look like? But hold your horses, right? So wallets linked to the U.S. government's law enforcement seizures, including those from Silk Road Marketplace, have started moving Bitcoin. Okay, tell me more, Keeper. Okay, I will. The estimated wallet balance was 144,500 Bitcoin until the recent move, which dropped to 125,600 Bitcoin. That's an 18,860 coin worth an estimated $418 million were on the move. So they moved $418 million worth of Bitcoin. Okay. So it's a big move, right? So an estimated 9,861 Bitcoin worth around $219 million of that were sent to Coinbase and were seized from the Silk Road hacker. Okay. So if you remember all of the stuff that's going on or that went on with Silk Road, there was a ton of Bitcoin that was seized. Some of it was said to have been blacklisted or flagged or dirty Bitcoin. There's a lot of that going on, but it's interesting because US law enforcement is all like, okay, for a drug seizure, for example, right? If you ever see these auctions that are like a sheriff's auction, and there's like these blinged out these cars on, big wheels and, just a lot of, flashy items, homes that are like extremely discounted. Well, something wild happened somewhere. Somebody broke the law somewhere, and the government, law enforcement, depending on where you live, what municipality you live in, is going to then say, okay, you bought this with dirty money. Now we'll take your dirty money and make it our dirty money. And that's effectively, I know it's a funny way of saying it, but that's effectively what's happening, right? So there are concerns mounting on this, though, over whether the stash is about to be sold off. Okay. That, with the Bitcoin prices already being down, okay, can cause a move. I think it moved like 1.5%. It's bounced back a little bit. It's jumping around, right? The slide in the prices are also, though, let's be fair, linked to the Fed's latest action with higher interest rates. And that just makes cash savings more attractive than risk on assets. So what does that mean? A risk on assets is going to be something like Bitcoin, okay? Interest rates are going higher. That never ends up being a good thing for Bitcoin. Part of the reason that Bitcoin did so well in this last bull run was because we were printing money and interest rates were at just an all-time, just freaking low, bottom of the barrel. So when interest rates are really low and money's readily available, people are willing to take risk. When money's harder to get, I'm just trying to simplify this for you. When money's harder to get and it is more expensive effectively to loan or to take a loan, now all of a sudden people are a lot more careful with what they're doing with their money. That's the bottom line. A lot of times I think, especially in the crypto space, there's a lot of really smart people in crypto. And I think people overcomplicate what's actually happening or how this works. It's really that simple. It's more expensive for me right now to take a loan out on something. Interest rates are much higher. The money is not as readily available. Things are more expensive. So therefore, I'm spending more money to get less money, right? So what does that mean? Well, it means that it's harder for me to be able to have more disposable income. It's harder for me to take more risk because I know that if I take a risk, like a risk on asset, that if something continues to go in the other direction, man, it's almost like a double whammy sometimes. So it actually is that simple. That's how that works. I know a lot of times people will just assume that everybody understands how our money works. Speaking of how money works, little Addison wants to come in and say hello to everybody. Come here, Boogie. Come here. Why don't you say hi to everybody? She's not feeling too good. Here, let's say hi. Hold on a second. Are you not feeling so good? Say, I've been sick. Can you say hi to everybody? Sick. Oh, yeah. That's the first time I've ever heard you say that. You're not feeling good, baby. I hope you feel better. I love you. Addison wants to remind you, get your hardware wallets. If you don't have a hardware wallet, you should. Yeah, she's stacked. She just told you she's stacked up on Ethereum and you're not. So you better fix that problem. There's a ledger link down below the stream. Can you say bye-bye? You say bye-bye? Bye-bye. I love you, baby. Go get your mommy. Get your hardware wallets. And if you can get yourself a beautiful daughter like that, good luck, because mine's the best. Okay. Yeah, so Addison's stacking up in her hardware wallet. She said hello to everybody right back to you. That is officially the first time I've ever heard her say sick. And she is sick. She is not feeling good. Her face, I mean, she just woke up from a nap, but her face is all so if you have any kids out there, you know the struggle with that. So finishing this out, okay, Bitcoin is down more than 9% over the past 2 weeks. Most experts are talking about maybe a $21,000 support level. What are we at right now? We're at 22, I think. Yeah, let me double check that. I think we're at 22. Nah, Come on. Give me. Let me. One moment, please. If my computer wasn't being absolutely wild, I would have been able to. I think it's what it is anyway. But yeah, we're 22, 114, 70 if you want to get technical. Yeah, so being at 22, experts are talking about 21 being a good level of support. But if we bust through that, I'm being told by people like Magic Internet Money, who I saw in the chat, we could see some more pain. So if you want to find out what to do, what do I do? How do I trade this? Well, we don't give financial advice on the stream, but what we do is give you entertaining ways to have opportunities to make money. And we do that very well, or my colleagues do that very well on our show on TA Thursday on Around the Charts. So tomorrow, make sure you're here. You're definitely going to have, I believe, Crypto Blood is on tomorrow. Got to double check with Crypto Face, talk to him, but I'm not positive on him. But we definitely have Magic Internet Money, and I believe Crypto Blood on tomorrow. So make sure that you're here for that. And we're going to continue to have on newer guests as well as part of the TA. Guys, it comes down to scheduling. Like, it's really comes down to how many people can we get scheduled. There is a lot of crypto creators, and we want the best. We don't want to just toss somebody in front of you, because we are showing you how to effectively trade or what to look for. And again, as a reminder, we're going to be doing that seminar with Magic. It's going to be an intro into trading. It's going to be simplified. You're going to have direct access to ask live questions. It's going to be limited seats, so I'll let you know when that comes out. But I'm super excited to do that, because some of the advanced things that you'll see on the stream, to get there, you got to start somewhere. So it'll be like a foundational building block learning seminar. I'm excited to do that. So Magic, shout out to you, bro. We're excited for you to teach that class. All right, crypto fam, listen, you could be anywhere, but you're here hanging out with your boy CryptoKeeper on a Wednesday afternoon in gloomy Ohio. I really do appreciate you for being here, as always. We missed you, Crusader. I hope that the real champion won the poll. So we'll find out. I'll go take a look. And if you jumped on to 10 different accounts to juice up your numbers, I'm going to know. Yeah, so just really excited to have everybody jump into the Discord, get involved, get yourself a DCA vest, possibly win yourself 5 Ethereum, all sorts of good things there. Besides just getting involved in a dope community, we made some big changes last night. We've got some really fun titles and labels and that earn you abilities and things you can do within the Discord, whether you bought bullets, beans, or bourbon. So there's a lot going on with all of that. So make sure that you're sticking around. And then tomorrow night, Twitter Space, Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, crypto fam. Well, we love you. I love you. I hope everybody has a blessed day. Just remember to question everything, trust nothing. And until next time, hodl like it's hot. We will see you soon.